Two climate protesters made headlines in October when they threw tomato soup over one of Van Gogh's paintings at London's National Gallery.
What is worth more, art or life? Is it worth more than food? Worth more than justice? Are you more concerned about the protection of a painting or the protection of our planet and people?
The incident drew international attention as well as heated debate.
The problem I have is this idea that the one group of people have decided that they are the ones to save the world. And there's a certain po-faced, incredibly irritating, I'm getting it coming off in waves towards me here, like, how dare you question us because we know what's right. I'm going to glue my hand to some tarmac and then I'm going to be a martyr and I'm going to be a good person, while the rest of us can't get on with our days. I mean,
I just wish that we stop discussing, what mode of action is right or not, or not right, and really focus on the major issues that are happening right now and people are suffering right now.
I think Peter Tatchell's extraordinarily brave, and eventually things change only because people protest if nobody's listening.
I think there is a strong case for using injunctions to deal with the kind of disruption that we saw from Just Stop Oil.
It wasn't an isolated event. A coalition of groups calling themselves Just Stop Oil have staged several high-profile stunts this year. And they say these protests have led to more than 1,900 arrests of its members since April. But who are the group, and why are they targeting some of Europe's most famous artworks?
Ordinary people can and must stand up.
And so we are here today to say no new oil.
It's time for action!
I'm sorry everybody, we don't want to be doing this. We're here to lose this painting, beautiful painting, because we're terrified for our future.
Just Stop Oil was founded in February by Roger Hallam, co-founder of Extinction Rebellion, which is another group that's known for its disruptive action, including protests at public events, in supermarkets, on major roads, and even in Parliament. Just Stop Oil formed amid a looming energy crisis in Europe, and as many countries agreed to cut reliance on Russian energy sources. Former Prime Minister Liz Truss announced that as many as 100 new gas and oil licenses would open up in the North Sea amid rising fuel costs. Climate Minister Graham Stewart said that while the decision to increase oil exploration might seem contradictory to widespread climate concerns, the move, in his words, is actually good for the environment. In response, protesters shut down major bridges in the London area. The protesters say they'll keep demonstrating until the UK government pledges no new exploration, development, or production of fossil fuels. And the protests have continued. On October 14th, two protesters entered the National Gallery in London and threw soup onto one of Van Gogh's sunflower series. They then glued their hands to the wall. Climate activists are choosing civil disobedience to draw international attention and raise public awareness to their cause, which in turn will force lawmakers to take action. And to climate activists, these extreme stunts pale in comparison to the severity of what they say is a looming climate meltdown.
I'm doing this for my son!
And inequality is one of the leading causes of the climate crisis.
I'm willing to do this kind of thing because I'm not willing to sit back and watch everything I love burn for the rest of my life.
But critics say the extreme action can have the opposite effect, turning people off to the cause.
What are you doing that for? What are you doing for? Just Stop Oil.
As global demand for oil is expected to grow in 2023, Just Stop Oil have said they intend to continue demonstrating until their demands are met.
So what do I know? I'm just a normal guy from South London. I do know I'm doing this for kids and grandkids.